Alright, so this is my first video in quite a while. PrepperMike2012. Alright, so this is the updates I'm going to talk about today. Missing in action. Where have I been? Okay, I haven't been anywhere. As many of you may know or may not know, Hangouts has pretty much blocked me from accessing any Hangout invite. In other words, if I go to the link that people send me for a Hangout or try to even start my own, at the point when you select, you check the box to approve, I get a message that says that I'm restricted from participation. And no end result as to why. I've tried multiple accounts. I'm not going to get into it. Everybody knows I'm restricted. I don't know why. I've done nothing. So for those that are viewers of American Warning and David Robertson's channel, for all the guys that participate in American Warning, you need to understand that kind of out of my control. I don't even know the answer as to why or what the fix is. It's just part of, you know, you need to understand that when you use the internet and you're basically locked into somebody else. In other words, Google, they have you use their websites, you use their features, whatever you do, understand that you are immediately at their beck and call, if you will. In other words, if they say no, there's really not much you can do about it. It's not like you're paying for their service. It is a free service, so for whatever reason, if you get mixed into some type of loop or whatever, which I think I have, I think they selected one of the panel members to be a fall guy, per se, is my best guess. And for whatever reason, I seem to be the selectee, because none of the other participants have been blocked. So yeah, I think that has something to do with it because of our open free speech. Maybe some of our panel members' views, maybe some of our personalities, maybe some of the things we've directly said. I don't know, but I don't think I've said anything directly, anything that would get me in any trouble. Like I'm not in any trouble. I can't use the website. So I apologize for that, and that's the last time I'm going to talk about it. I would also like to talk about some of the other people that have had me on their sites and their chats. General Banter, he has the new site, An Informed State of Mind, and he's in the process of revamping his chat as well. Yeah, there are probably about 5 times I've received invites since this whole thing has taken place, and I've been unable to access their Hangout chat as well. So it's not directly against the individual that's hosting a chat. I think it's just me, just my IP access to Hangouts. I've tried multiple accounts as well, but to General Banter, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Anybody out there, I do highly recommend you do letting people know where your voice is and things like that. It's important, plain and simple. So, General Banter and Informed State of Mind, you know, you guys do your own thing and you do it in your own way, and that's the way it should be done. So I recommend it, and for those that enjoyed An American Warning and still do, for those that don't know about General Banter and Informed State of Mind, there's 2 different, you know, General Banter has his YouTube channel, and then there's an Informed State of Mind YouTube channel that hosts the chat, or will be as soon as they get it organized the way they want it to. Understand that I'm a supporter of that as well. So if you liked Informed State of Mind, you probably want to watch American Warning. And if you liked American Warning, you probably want to watch An Informed State of Mind as well. I back them both. Next, little segue. I have a whole playlist on my dog, Aria. She's a boxer pug. If you don't know, probably throw in some pictures or whatever. Um, okay, on November 12th, she'll be 1 year old, my best estimate. Um, so anybody who wants to wish her a happy birthday, uh, I'm sure she would love it. But I had some issues. She's having some puppy health issues, which are not serious issues, but they're just kind of like annoyance issues. COPV, it's called palipoma titus or tisis. Uh, Papilloma is what it's called, and it's basically warts. And they can be an issue if they restrict breathing, but they're usually, as long as you keep an eye on them and make sure that they're not in the throat or deep inside the mouth, they're really not an issue. It's more like pimples for teenagers type of thing. Arya has, probably 2 weeks ago, she got one on the bottom of her lip right here, like right on the inside of her lip. Maybe I got a picture. And, I thought it was, pimple or, just a nothing. I didn't really think too much about it, but I kept an eye on it. It was small at first, and it started to get a little bit bigger. And then I noticed she had more of them inside her mouth. It's lip area only. For those that don't know about the COPV virus, there's not really a medication. There is some non-holistic medicine. Black flag, I guess, is a black leaf. Black flag is bad. Black leaf, I guess, is some type of medicine that you can give it to make the process go quicker. I'm going to go with the painful suffering. It's not painful, but the longer version, which is to build the immune system for the dog. And this is by my veterinarian's request. He said if they get too large or if they get deep inside the mouth, they can take them off. But as they are right now on the lip area only, I'm talking the sides of the mouth, the lip area, the fronts, only in the bottom. But I don't have any, there's none of them on her top of her lip. But as long as they're kept in check and they're not getting too large, she'll build an immune system and they will just go away over time. They said 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. If they need to be surgically removed, they can do that too. But that doesn't mean they'll go away. So she has to let her body expel them from her system, so she has an immune system to them, immunity to them. For those of you who don't know about this papilloma virus, or COPV, which is canine oral papilloma virus, is what that stands for. It is highly contagious to other dogs, not to humans. So right now she cannot. She just burped. She cannot we can't go to the park anymore and socialize with other dogs. I basically keep her away from all dogs, and we just go on walks, long walks. We go to the park, but I don't let her near any other dogs. They say that the contagion is basically oral, but it can be transferred. Like if she drank out of a water bowl of another dog, that could transfer to other dogs as well. So she doesn't do any communal drinking anymore. I bring water with me when she drinks. So I'm containing it if she's chomping on a bone right now. What else can I tell you about that? It's just one of those things that, I guess dogs get. I don't recall it ever happening when I had a dog as a kid. In fact, we hardly ever took our dog to the vet when I was a child. And the dog lived to 16 years old, so that says something. Uh, so that's it for that. Aria's birthday, and that she's got COPV virus. Yeah, papilloma. But other than that, she's doing great. She's keeping me busy, and we're doing our regular routine. A lot of walks, a lot of love, and she's spoiled as ever. But having a birthday coming up. Okay. Lastly, I guess I'll get a little political here and talk about the midterm elections and the results. Now, expectations. It just baffles me that my expectations of results over the past, 10 months, let's say 12 months, and what our Congress has done or not done, lack of action, that it's just amazing to me that these people are retained. Now, in Florida, which is a big electoral state, um, our incumbent stayed. Uh, the guy that we were running against him was his predecessor and didn't have a very good record either. So I kind of understand that. But it just baffles me that in other states in the United States that these people are winning seats. The Republicans taking over the House to me is the biggest. You got to be kidding me. And, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. But people forget how when they were the minority in the House, how they were so willing to just be little babies and cry to the Democrats and we're not going to do anything. They were putting their hands on their chest and saying, screw you. Obama's a black president, and people say that that is a big issue, is why they're so confrontational, if you will, in politics. I understand why they're, you know, anti-democratic and working across the aisles, as they like to say. But these people all got voted back in. The American people, we saw how I believe there were polls that were talking about, who do you hate worse, the president, the Democrats, or the Republicans? And the Republicans won. Everybody was like, oh, the Republicans they suck. Okay, everybody was like so anti the Republican Party, but yet they have just kicked the Democrats' ass up and down and now control the House. And to me, and not to mention this, the lowest voter turnout. I think they record it as being extremely high as far as they can't believe how many people didn't vote. You know, yes, I did vote, and I noticed that we needed 60% voters to say yes for medical marijuana in Florida, and that got voted down. I think we hit 52%, which is a shame because I know that there are people out there. I think there's a story of a young girl who has some seriously pain. She has a sickness that it causes her severe pain. I'm sure somebody out there knows more about this than I do. But for just examples, one example like that, where there's somebody out there that needs it, it will help them actually benefit one person. I think that's reason enough. And you talk about other states that have medical marijuana, and everybody's like running to a doctor to get that medical marijuana card and all that, so that they can just toke and they don't really need it or whatever. If there's one person out there that needs it, I think it should have been approved. And I think it's a shame that people will allow that to um, let that person suffer just because they're afraid of it being legalized throughout the state or throughout the country or whatever. And we all know it's probably going to go there in the future, but it's just amazing to me that we would allow this one child to suffer, and they're giving her like brownies or whatever, or licking a lollipop, weed candy or whatever it is. But that's a good purpose to do it, and it wouldn't pass in Florida. So I'm a little ashamed at Florida voters today. Um, it's Saturday. It's been a few days for me to think about what has taken place in America is speaking out, or the voice of America, if you will, and it's discouraging. It's always been discouraging, but it just reinforces it being discouraging again. I'm discouraged. I'm underwhelmed with the voice of America right now, and that's just the way it is. So that's my update. I don't know when I'm going to be able to be on another hangout. I'm still watching people's videos that you're making. I haven't been making any comments because they're usually flagged these days. So if you make a comment on my videos, I can't even comment back to you. I apologize for that. But yeah, hope everybody's good out there. Thanks for watching. I know this is a long video, but you haven't heard from me for a while. So I just wanted to give everybody a little update of what's been going on. So peace and good luck to everybody.